welcome to Hidden Legends. History is full of brilliant minds whose contributions have shaped the world, yet their names are often forgotten. Today we uncover the story of a remarkable woman whose intellect defied the odds. Sophie Germain? A name that might not be familiar, but whose work laid the foundation for groundbreaking advancements in mathematics and physics. Sophie Germain's life is a testament to perseverance and genius. Born in Paris in 1776, Sophie's story begins in a world where women were often denied access to formal education, especially in fields like mathematics. But Sophie was determined to learn, and her journey to becoming one of the most significant figures in mathematics is nothing short of extraordinary. Sophie Germain was born into a wealthy family, but like many women of her time, the doors to higher education were closed to her simply because of her gender. Her father, a wealthy merchant, initially wanted her to focus on more traditional female pursuits. But Sophie had other plans. At the age of 13, Sophie stumbled upon a book on mathematics, and it changed her life. Despite the restrictions on women's education, Sophie began teaching herself mathematics in secret, using the books her father had collected. This passion would lead her to a lifelong obsession with numbers, formulas, and equations. However, Sophie faced major obstacles. Women were not allowed to attend universities, and her self-study was not accepted by the academic community. But that didn't stop her. Sophie began writing to some of the leading mathematicians of her time, including Joseph-Louis Lagrange, a renowned French mathematician. Lagrange, intrigued by the brilliance of the young woman, responded to her letters. It's worth noting that Sophie had to disguise herself, using a man's name in her correspondence so that Lagrange would take her seriously. Sophie's intelligence shone through in her letters, and she soon became a respected figure in the mathematics world, even though her identity was still a secret. One of Sophie's most significant achievements was her work on number theory, specifically her research on Fermat's last theorem. The theorem, proposed by Pierre de Fermat in 1637, was one of the most famous unsolved problems in mathematics for centuries. Fermat's last theorem stated that no three positive integers can satisfy the equation x to the power of n plus y to the power of n equals z to the power of n for any integer value of n greater than 2. It seemed impossible to prove, yet Sophie took it on. Sophie's deep understanding of mathematics led her to make major advancements in the proof of this theorem. Although she was unable to fully prove it herself, her contributions were instrumental in the development of modern number theory. But Sophie Germain's genius didn't stop at number theory. She also made groundbreaking contributions to the field of physics, particularly in elasticity theory. During the time of the Napoleonic Wars, Sophie began studying the work of Leonhard Euler and Carl Friedrich Gauss on the vibration of elastic plates. Sophie's work in elasticity led to a new understanding of the behavior of materials under stress, which would later be used in the development of structures like bridges and buildings. Her research on vibrating plates earned her a place in the prestigious French Academy of Sciences, where she became the first woman to be admitted. Despite facing rejection from the male-dominated scientific community, Sophie's groundbreaking contributions would eventually earn her the respect she deserved. She was posthumously honored for her work, with scholarships, institutes, and even a crater on the moon bearing her name. Sophie Germain's story is not just one of intellectual achievement, but also of courage, determination, and resilience. In a time when society tried to limit her, she broke through the barriers and left a lasting legacy that continues to inspire us today. Sophie's work in mathematics and physics laid the groundwork for so many discoveries that came after her, and her story is one that deserves to be remembered. Thank you for joining me on this journey to uncover the hidden legend of Sophie Germain. If you're fascinated by untold stories of brilliant individuals, make sure to subscribe to Hidden Legends. Who knows whose story we'll explore next?